Spurs just getting started with a 5-game road trip in Atlanta for an afternoon game yesterday. And it was, a bad start unless you're the Hawks. Trae Young knocked down 3 after 3 after 3, 11 of 27, and he was able to hit one from the logo. Look at that. Second half, Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama single-handedly tried to bring the team back off the transition, gets in for the alley-oop slam, then driving to the basket. Here we go. Little behind the back. We like this patent move, and then another slam dunk. Spurs managed to get within 6 points of the Hawks. He had 26, 9 slams, but the early hole was too big to climb out of. Spurs dropped the first on the road trip, 109-99. Now, because of that slow start, Greg Popovich had to shake things up. Here's what Wemby had to say about all that.
We had probably the worst first half we've had so far, and this is also why he changed the starting lineup in the second half. He wanted to put players he could trust to give 100% on the court, and to kind of show us also the regular starters, how we should have been, starting the game.
Yeah, Wemby and Devin Vassell, a couple of guys, didn't start the second half, but they did play. Of course, Wemby contributed a lot, but not enough. Spurs next face the Celtics coming up tomorrow night at 6:30.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Oh, it's cold here, but we don't have them this mess like they got up there. Snow, mountains, football, all in one spot. The Highmark Stadium, Buffalo Bills host Pittsburgh Steelers, AFC wild card. It was so much worse Sunday that moved the game to yesterday. Bills strike first. That was Josh Allen. Dawson Knox, end zone, 9-yard touchdown, the early lead. Fans are jacked up, tossing that snow around. Allen does what he does best, escaping, and then, can he get away with that? Did you see that? He faked the slide and took off. They're going to have to do something that in the offseason. You can't be doing that. Can't do that in college anymore. Sure can't do that in the NFL. No. That was 52 yards for the touchdown. Bills win it 31-17. Buffalo will host Kansas City in the divisional round. And with that, we now know that Houston is going to play the top seed Baltimore January 20th. You can see that. And the Buccaneers will play the Lions. The Packers will face the 49ers this weekend. The Texans have their divisional round-up matchup set against one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl, the Ravens. The Texans advanced after a 45-14 beating of the Cleveland Browns. Houston head coach DeMeco Ryans talked about the first game of the season. Remember, they played against Baltimore to open the season. It was 25-9 Ravens, but that was then, and this is now.
Tough place to play, right? Rookie quarterback, right? New team, new start going out to Baltimore. You look up. Remember going in at halftime and we were right there, right? Going against a really tough team. We were right there, really tight game, and it kind of, they took it away in the second half. They've done an outstanding job, Baltimore, with their defense. I think they've been probably the most consistent defense throughout the entire year.
Yeah, Texans on a roll, though. Speaking of roll, they're just rolling home. No decision on the future of the Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy after another first-round loss in the playoffs. It seemed only Jerry Jones was so stunned he didn't have a lot to say right after the game. He did stop to talk to the boys yesterday while they cleaned out their lockers. His message, the urgency to win and win now. Players still in disbelief it ended so soon.
It ain't been 24 hours yet, and still in shock, so. That's really it, really shocked more than anything.
Yeah, you can imagine.
So are we.
Still shocked even on Wednesday.
I still don't understand that. You can't fake a slide and then run?
Well, you can't. I guess you can in the NFL. You should have got called for that because you can't do that anymore in college, because if you fake a slide, then the defense pulls up and doesn't want to hit you, because if they do hit you, they'll get a penalty. So no more faking slides, at least in college. But apparently that rule is not enforced or even around in the NFL, because you saw him, he looked like he was going to go down, and then because one Steeler got called later on in the game for hitting him, because he did slide and he hit him and he got called. So they got to fix that. They got to do something with that. That's not right. Can't do that.
Thanks for the clarification.
No problem.
As people get a late start to the week after the holiday, you might be starting up a car after a couple of days in the frigid temperatures. It could do a number on your vehicle if you don't keep an eye on it. Still ahead, what to know about the effects cold weather has on your car and what you can do to keep it firing on all cylinders. It is very cold outside. You can't tell from the picture, but at the same time, you can't tell how dangerous it is to try to heat your home potentially with something like a space heater and not keep an eye on it.
Yeah, we want to be so very careful. We have had a few fires here and there that have been coming in, and we just got this video in from our KSAT Connect. Now, we don't know if this was caused by heating or anything like that, so we don't want to guess, but it is just a good time to remind everyone of that. This is off of Blanco is where this house fire is. It looks like there are several units there. This just came into our KSAT Connect, so we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, it is cold out there, and so if you do plan to heat your home, you got to do it so very safely. It's also a good reminder to tell people, you know, if you turn on your car in the garage, warm it up, make sure the garage is open, because that can be very dangerous as well. Current temperatures across the country, -2 International Falls. That's our typical cold spot. It is awful cold up there, and there are cold numbers, but these numbers are improvements from where we have been. The nation has been really cold, and this cold air is starting to erode a little bit. The one warm spot, Miami, at 84 right now. And the state of Florida has had a wide variety of temperatures. You get into the Panhandle, it's below freezing. You get down to Miami, it's 84 there. So they've got a lot of different weather going on down there. Across the state of Florida. In Texas, it's pretty uniform. We've got a lot of cold air. 36 in Corpus Christi, 35 Brownsville. We're at 30 here in San Antonio, 20 in Dallas. They're still having lots of problems up there with the roads. Houston, same story. They're below freezing. We didn't get it as bad with the ice yesterday, thankfully, and with the sun today, we are having no issues. Temperatures this afternoon should make their way up to about 35, but then they plummet tonight. 26 at 10 o'clock. And by tomorrow morning, we're down to 16. Another brutally cold morning. If you're hoping for a warm up, it is on the way. Another look at that 7-day forecast here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Living outside in the elements can be tough, but people experiencing homelessness say that temperatures this low are actually not just uncomfortable, that it's deadly. And that's why they're allowing outreach teams to take them into shelters throughout the day and night.
One man told our Courtney Freeman that these teams and shelters actually saved his life.
Because I was frozen on the sidewalk, and they stole my shoes. He got me shoes, and I was frozen. I could have died.
Aiden Perez was lying on a sidewalk in the freezing cold Monday when the Corazon Ministries outreach team found him.
You still have your hospital band on?
Yes.
Do you have hypothermia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was frozen.
Perez was able to stay warm at this day center at Grace Lutheran Church downtown.
And ask your wife a couple of questions, okay?
They typically serve up to 150 people in a day, but freezing temperatures brought about 230 unsheltered people in for a hot meal, warm clothes, and rest. With 2 more frigid days to come, Corazon CEO Erica Borrego says they're ready.
Thanks for helping us out this morning.
Oh, you're welcome.
Luckily, we work really closely with the other homeless response partners in the city. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks.
So this day shelter is open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then they head to overnight shelters. One of them is around the corner at Travis Park Church, and then there are a list of other shelters throughout the county. Like Sold Out Believers New Direction Church here on the east side. They usually only open these overnight shelters when the weather is unbearable. These doors will open at 7 tonight.
Who can help this many people? I mean, clothe them, feed them, everything else. It's amazing.
Sure. And are you going to stay at one of the overnight shelters after
Yes,
this?
yes.
Okay.
Forever grateful, Perez hopes anyone else still braving the cold will allow these volunteers to help. He knows firsthand it could save their lives. Courtney Friedman, KSAT12 News.
And obviously, especially right now, the organization could always use a helping hand. If you want to help, you can head over to Corazon Ministries website and sign up to be a volunteer. If you know someone on the street who needs some help, or maybe they don't have heat in their home and they need a warm place, you can scan this QR code. It's going to take you to a list of shelters. They're ready and willing to help you. You can also see on the screen the Homeless Connections hotline. That phone number, 210-207-1799.
Some of you might have already experienced this, the cold weather putting a strain on your vehicle's engine. AAA says dead batteries are the top service calls in Texas during the cold weather. Texas Department of Public Safety urges drivers to take precautions before they leave their homes by checking their engines and tires, fluids, coolants, and the engine should be topped off. Your tires should have enough tread and pressure to be safe on the road.
I want to make sure that you also have in your vehicle a jack, the proper tool to remove that lug nut, and as well as maybe a blanket, a first aid kit, especially in this cold weather.
Yeah, blankets and coats also in your car just in case. Maybe a bottle of water just in case you get stuck. Batteries can be checked for free at auto parts stores. The average battery life is about 3 years. If you don't remember when you bought the battery, call your store where you purchased it and find out.
Animal Care Services of San Antonio wants to remind you as well not to forget about your animals who are out in the cold weather. If you don't bring them inside, you could get a big fine. In a social media post, Animal Care Services says it would have, quote, zero tolerance for weather-related violations. Anyone who breaks pet laws could have their pet impounded and be fined up to $2,000. And the winter weather is disrupting air travel across the U.S. as well. According to tracking site FlightAware, more than 1,200 flights were canceled Tuesday morning. This morning, another 1,300 delayed. In addition to weather, United and Alaska Airlines have had to cancel flights because of grounding of the Boeing 737 MAX 9. From Friday through Monday, nearly 8,600 flights were canceled. Meantime, Boeing becoming more transparent as it begins preliminary investigations and inspections on its 737 MAX 9. The company announced it's going to be giving airlines more oversight of its facilities. Now, alongside additional quality control inspections of the 737 production line, Boeing will allow airlines into the factories and those of the contractor who builds the MAX 9 fuselage. Boeing's announcement comes after the Federal Aviation Administration grounded the MAX 9 planes after a door plug blew out mid-flight. That incident happened back on January 5th during an Alaska Airlines flight from Oregon to California.
Former President Donald Trump has arrived at a New York courthouse to attend the penalty phase of a civil defamation trial stemming from a columnist's claim that he sexually attacked her in a department store dressing room in the 90s. A May trial found Trump sexually abused E. Jean Carroll, awarded her $5 million for sex abuse and defamation for 2022 remarks. A jury will determine how much Trump owes Carroll for denying the assault and mocking her while he was president back in 2019. While that's happening today, last night, former President Trump won the 2024 Iowa caucuses. Despite the fact that he held less campaign events than his opponents, the former president had by far the widest margin of victory in the Iowa Republican caucuses since they began back in 1976. All eyes now turn to New Hampshire, where Nikki Haley hopes to stop Trump's momentum. Haley was edged out for second place in Iowa by Ron DeSantis, who once predicted he would win Iowa.
As we continue to deal with the bitter cold, some areas are still shoveling their way through piles and piles of snow. More nasty weather could be on the way for some of these hardest hit areas. We'll tell you where those are still ahead.
We know all too well here in South Texas, but that winter storm is also sweeping across the country, bringing ice and bone-chilling temperatures. And that's not all. ABC's Morgan Norwood with a look at the heavy snow coming down in the Northeast.
That brutal blast of bitter Arctic air leaving more than 200 million Americans under alert for dangerous wind chills, snow, and ice.
Really bad, yeah, do not drive at all. It's not worth it.
Snow blanketing the roads in northern New Jersey. ABC's Trevor Alt in Morristown with the road crews.
And the road crews are already at work pretty early today. We got all the salt here, and you can actually see the crews as they're in motion. They're loading up the salt trucks.
New York City breaking its snow drought, the first single-day inch of snow in nearly 2 years. The snow and ice making travel treacherous in the south. In Alabama, this truck swerving, and this one shutting down I-10 after overturning near Houston, Texas. In the Midwest, wind chills dropping as low as 45 degrees below zero. ABC's Alex Perez in a frozen Chicago with tips for drivers headed into the bitter cold.
Now, if you're having trouble with your battery, which is pretty common when it gets this cold, JD Power recommends flickering your high beams for about 15 to 30 seconds. They say that process actually helps to wake up and recharge your battery.
Out west, avalanche warnings in effect for the Rockies and parts of Utah. Authorities in Wyoming say a skier died in an avalanche. It's the third avalanche death just this month in the U.S.
And there's another storm system behind this one, and it's taking aim at the Pacific Northwest. It moves in later today, bringing rain from Seattle to San Francisco and then snow to the Cascades. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Taking a look outside with live cam. Yes, we are bundling up outside and some of us inside because we're trying to conserve our electricity.
True. And you know what? Another thing I would add to that story that we just saw, always bang on the hood a little bit because cats and rodents try to get up in there and
Oh,
stay
I forgot about that.
You don't want them getting hurt.
You don't want to take that cat for a ride?
No. So if you're parked outside, make sure you give the hood bang on a little bit. 30 degrees so far today. The low this morning, 19. The records are 87 and 14. We're obviously not getting up to 87. In fact, we're just going to get a little bit above freezing before another really cold night. Another look at that forecast coming up.
You brought it up earlier. We were talking about pipes busting, and it's going to be interesting to see just how deep this cold got into the ground to see if any of these pipes start.
Because the ground is shifting as it freezes, and so when it thaws out, you get surprised.
Well, and it's same for the pipes, on those exposed walls. So it's we'll find out here soon. This picture here on our KSAT Connect shows you that a little water running there, and that's the end result. Lots of ice coming out of the spigot there. So many frozen pictures that we're getting. This is just one of them. But Kirk, we appreciate you submitting this picture, and we'll show a few more. And by the way, you can check out all those on our website, KSAT12. We are going to get a chance to thaw out a little bit. And I mean a little bit, because temperatures only make the way up to 35 for high today. That's it. Sunny skies. Sun helps too. But once it goes down, we'll see temperatures get really cold. Once again, we'll be back below freezing probably by 6, 7 o'clock. And then down into the 20s by 9, 10 o'clock, and eventually back into the teens by tomorrow morning. But we are going to be on quite the roller coaster ride this week. So today is cold, tomorrow warmer but still chilly, 45. Look at Thursday, we jump all the way up to 68. Some places could be pushing 70 on Thursday before a front comes through, knocks us back down into the 40s. Saturday is going to be chilly. Sunday we see increasing clouds and humidity, and Monday and Tuesday we're back in the 60s with the need for an umbrella. So, it's one of those weeks where we're going to get a little bit of everything. Rain chances Sunday and Monday, 20% right now Sunday. I think it will be late in the day. And then Monday, the odds are pretty good now. I've seen some showers and maybe a few thunderstorms. As we go outside for you, we've got blue skies. It looks nice, but temperatures are only at 30 degrees right now. 31 in New Braunfels, 30 in Seguin, 20s for Bernie and Kerrville, and wind chill values are still in the teens there. We've managed to get into the low 20s for wind chill values here in San Antonio, so it's still cold. You still want the big jacket. Temperatures today, 35 is what we'll top out at, and then by tomorrow morning, you'll see those numbers dip very quickly, and I think we'll bottom out somewhere in the teens. Right now, we're forecasting 16 in San Antonio, 15 in Uvalde, 12 in Gonzales, 14 Canyon Lake. This is more dangerous cold, and the pipes will still be at risk tonight, if not more so than last night with these kind of numbers. So just take precautions. And the good news here, this is the last night in the teens. We'll probably still have some more freezes ahead, but not that cold. Big picture across the country, and as it often is with these big systems, we kind of get the chance to take a breath here, and there's not a lot going on other than some snow up across the Northeast and some rain for parts of California. But the rest of the country is dealing with pretty nice weather other than it's cold. I always love seeing this. So this is the visible satellite picture, and you see these clouds here in the Gulf of Mexico. So this is a result of that cold air coming over the warmer waters of the Gulf, and you get this very interesting cloud formation here. I always think this is pretty cool, and it just lines up right along the coast because of the warm water. And you got all the clouds over the Gulf right now, but clear skies in San Antonio. So that's how you know it's cold, when you get that cloud cover to form like that. And our futurecast shows that some of that moisture that is out of the Gulf of Mexico gets pulled back up on Wednesday, and into Thursday morning we'll start off with some clouds, maybe some fog, and Thursday is going to be warmer. Then that cold front comes through, windy, here we go again, cold weather Friday and Saturday. We'll see what Mountain Cedar does. It's down right now. Hopefully it stays that way. And then that next system comes in, and this is where our rain chances come into play, and we'll get a pretty good shot, I think, by Monday afternoon. Maybe some thunderstorms too, depending on how this all plays out, but that'll be a day to watch Monday of next week. So here it is in the 7-day forecast. We go 45 tomorrow, down to 34 Thursday morning, but up to 68. Cold front comes through. It'll be windy, quite windy Friday morning, especially 49. We're back down into the mid-20s Saturday morning before rebounding again with some added moisture and cloud cover, and you see those rain chances to end the weekend and as we get into next week. We'll be right back.
I wonder if they're all warm at SA Live.
I hope so. You know,
I bet you they're wearing sweaters.
I hope so.
I'm wearing my sweater.
You wearing your sweater? Well, here's.
Yeah, I mean, we have got the perfect thing, like you said, for this cold, wet kind of a day.
Oh, yes. And joining us right now is Sandra Hasso of Los Sabrosos. And of course, the rodeo is coming up, the Vaquero Cook-Off. Why is this event important to you?
This event, I think, is important to me because of the way it represents the Hispanic heritage community and the way that we are able to give back through the rodeo. You know, educational scholarships.
And this is the reigning world champion Vaquero Cook-Off team. We're going to hear about that and a big discount for you if you want to enter. All right, January 1st.
That's right. So it's time for those New Year's resolutions. Go ahead, scan that QR code and let us know what yours is if you have one.
Maybe it's to start working out. Jen is over at In Balance. Hey, Jen.
Yes, I always get this assignment, right? To send me out here to work out. That's a lot of people's resolution. I have hope with In Balance Studios. And tell me about this Pilates machine here.
Yes, so we are going to show you some exercises on the different Pilates equipment that we have. This Aubrey right here is on the Pilates Reformer. We have the chair. So I love these pieces of equipment because they're totally scalable. No matter if you're a beginner, we're going to show you beginner exercises, advanced exercises. If you're more athletic, you want more rehabilitative exercises, it's endless.
Endless. All right, we're going to show you 3 workouts using these machines. Stay with us.
A lot of folks like to give up alcohol for the month of January. We've got some great mocktails from the Hayden.
Oh, yes. And if you want to check out some really great tea that has incredible benefits for you, Relent is here.
That and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live.